Hi, I'm Nanci Garnand with Real Broker, and I'm going to share with you some real wisdom about real estate and bank-owned properties. As we're going through these tougher economic times, we're thinking that there's going to be some really good deals out there for bank-owned properties. And yes, we're starting to see some. We're also seeing some carelessness from the real estate agents that are saying it's REO or lender-owned, and it's not. So people get into a hurry. Real estate agents are no different than anybody else, and they misclassify a very important feature. So if you're looking for bank-owned properties, look a little bit deeper and make sure what we're dealing with. Now, when it says it's VA owned or HUD owned, that's no issues right there. But some of these, I was looking at the 13 that showed up today in Lamar County and Weld County together. One of them has a personal representative's deed to go with it. They actually have a personal representative. That's usually not a bank-owned property. Now, I could be wrong. It could be, but bank-owned usually means that the bank has taken ownership. And if the bank has taken ownership, you don't use a personal representative's deed. That's my first clue. So there are properties in different communities. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. So I have them organized, and I've been a little bit surprised by who these companies are, where the properties are. Starting in Berthoud, this one's in Prairie Star. It's on Night Sky Drive in Berthoud. And one of the things that you see, we have a case number. So we know, in fact, this is a HUD home being sold as is. Sometimes you cannot use an FHA loan on this to buy because guess what, folks? The home needs work. And sometimes you can. So, and you always, when you make an offer, should do a proof of funds with it. This one in Carr, it's not HUD bank owned as far as I can tell, because it says it's a HUD manufactured home that easily qualifies for FHA, VA, or Ask Listing Agent. This one actually is, I think it was coming with this one has a property on it already. And this one is 4 bedrooms. And I believe, 40 acres over there in Carr. We have another one here, and this is kind of fun. You can be set up. I can set you up for searches that any bank-owned properties or HUD-owned properties, you receive them as soon as they become available. I love this one here in Fort Collins on Edwards. It's 1.6 million. And what I am interested in is how is this bank-owned unless the seller really would like to offer owner financing for this property. If the seller is the bank, usually you don't say you want to offer owner financing. Something's wrong with that. But it's being shown as HUD owned or lender owned, REO, real estate owned by the bank. This one here's in Greeley. It's $368,000. Not sure if it's bank owned or not. It could very well be, and it's not just saying too much. This one here in Greeley, $79,000. It's remodel on the second time with the buyer. We passed through inspection and appraisal, but unfortunately, the buyers did not have sufficient funds on closing day. Folks, there's no excuse for that. That somebody just was not thinking ahead or doing their job. Here in Johnstown, it's active at 390. Buyer and seller's agent are responsible. And it could be bank owned or not. These are just what's showing up as bank owned. I'm just going to share these with you quickly. In Weld County here, we have on Hunter Avenue in Lockbowie. And this is the best line of communication at this time. Email is the best. Then we have one here in Loveland on 10th Street, 285. It's active. Some of these I've tried to arrange by city too. Plumbing system did not hold pressure. Let's talk about this. Plumbing system did not hold pressure. So that means there is probably water damage in this property. They're saying water will not be turned on for inspections or appraisals. Guess what, folks? They has to be turned on for inspections or appraisals. So we have a bit of an issue here, and it'll be really interesting to see how this one comes together. This one here in Weld County in New Raymer is a super deal, needs work, TLC. And note, there may be a lot line to the south that needs to be corrected. So there's some work that needs to be done on that one. On Orchard, we have it active at 550. It's a paper spec. Oh yeah, this was the interesting one. meaning this home's not there. It's a paper spec. Clayton Homes is trying to sell this in Evans with the land, and they will even put on a 30 by 40 shop. They're putting that in the planning plans. I don't know, but Clayton Homes could be selling something for the bank. I just don't know. Needs a little more research. Here's one in Severance. This one I don't believe is a bank-owned property because you contact LGI Homes Information Center at Hidden Valley. So it looks like it's new construction or newer construction. It's very interesting, some of the stuff that I see going on these days. Here's one at 1.1 million. It's under contract. It's a premier vacation rental in Estes Park. Here's another one that's under contract here in Loveland. It's on 21 First Street. So folks, there is things happening. There's homes selling. There's things to watch out for. And what you really want to do is get with an experienced real estate agent to help you navigate where the pitfalls and perils may be. Because you don't want to end up like that one other person that went to closing, had no money. And I would suspect that he lost their earnest money because they could not perform. This is Nanci Garnand with Real Broker. If you have questions, comments, reach out to me. Love to share and talk with you, and have a great day.